To be with you here this morning. Happy July. We get the clean slate today. It's the second ultimate clean slate. The ultimate clean slate to me is January 1 when we get the new year, but this is kind of like a January 1, right? It's the midway point of the year. So thank you for showing up today. Thanks for being a part of our community. So what is the idea of a clean slate? What does that mean? It's a blank canvas, right? You can change. You can create the next 6 months any way you want to create them. Let's just say that the first 6 months, you're like, Eric, I wasn't visible enough. No problem. You can be visible now. I wasn't consistent. No problem. You can be consistent now. I didn't plan my day in writing. No problem. Choose to do it now. My attitude, really, honestly, it wasn't the best. No problem. Let it go. Create in the present moment. You have a blank canvas. What an exciting thing to have this blank canvas. We don't have to carry the first half of the year, our limiting beliefs with us into the second half. We don't have to carry any of our negative habits into the second half. We can make new decisions. We have the ability to change. And today, a couple things happening in the community. Wayne, if you could drop in the networking link in the chat. We have our monthly community free Zoom networking events today at noon Pacific. If you want to meet other people in the community, if you want to promote your Zooms, if you have Zooms to promote, if you want to ask for social media followers, if you want to book appointments, look for referral partners, podcast guests, whatever you want to network and promote, we're going to just gather for free at noon and get to meet people, and it's going to be awesome. So that's today. And I want to talk with you about making more sales. And I've been speaking lately using the phrase, create revenue now. Create revenue now. And there is a vocabulary to creating revenue now. And so these are common terms that I use, like pipeline. Pipeline is anytime you started a sales process with somebody and they haven't said yes and they haven't said no. They're in your pipeline. You want to have a special place to keep your pipeline leads organized. And you want to be impeccable with your pipeline the second half of this year. So if you recognize, hey, Eric, there's some room for me to improve managing my pipeline, just type the word yes in the chat if that resonates with you. So if that resonates, decide today, I'm going to get better at my pipeline. This will make you money. This will close deals. This will get your message out to the world. This will bring you more clients. That is a create revenue now idea. Deals in the pipeline. And the next vocabulary is prospecting outreach. So reaching out to somebody to grow your business. You could be reaching out to an internet lead. Somebody opted in on your website, or you got a social media lead. The lead came in, but we're going to reach out to the lead. You got a lead from your speeches that you give. You can reach out to previous clients. You can reach out to leads from networking events. If you join the networking event today, you're probably going to get a bunch of leads. So we want to reach out. I always say the magic happens when you get with somebody one-on-one. The magic happens when you get with somebody one-on-one. I reached out to somebody yesterday and I invited them to one of my group Zooms. It was yesterday at 3. Chris, who's on the Zoom right now on our morning sales boost Zoom, he and I did a wealth building Zoom. And it was a lot of fun. And we got a chance to talk about wealth building ideas. And so I invited this client of mine, previous client, we're not currently working together. I'm like, hey, there's this wealth building Zoom. You should check it out. It was like 15 minutes before the Zoom. And then he showed up. And then I followed up with him after the fact. And today we have a sales presentation where I'm going to be talking to him about re-engaging me in coaching at 4:00 today. So prospecting outreach. You want to be thinking about what's your prospecting outreach going to be if that's part of your strategy. How many of you prospecting outreach will be a part of your second half strategy? If that's you, type the word yes in the chat, and that's me. So I'm going to type the word yes in the chat. Prospecting outreach is going to be a part of my strategy. So you want to be using those words, prospecting outreach. Who will I reach out to? In what way will I reach out to them? Will it be will I do texting? Will I do email? Will I do social media? Will I do walk-ins? Will I do phone calls? Will I do mix and match? And you want to have a plan and you want to be intentional. And here's an idea to think about. How many prospecting outreaches will you do over the next 6 months? There's 120 business days. This is the math, guys. For the second half of the year, there's roughly 120 business days. So if you're going to do one outreach a day, that would be 120 for the second half of the year. If you're going to do 5 a day, that would be 600. If you're going to do 10 a day, that'd be 1,200. Let's say you're going to do 20 a day. That would be 2,400 outreaches. So you'd want to be thinking, okay, where are those leads going to come from? Do I already have enough leads? Because some of those leads you'd reach out to more than once. So you don't need a true 2,400 leads because some of them you'll reach out more than once. So you want to be thinking, okay, the math of create revenue now. What does the sales activity look like? So we're having a conversation right now about driving sales, about becoming more successful. I acknowledge you for being in the conversation here because there might be one or more of these ideas that lands in your subconscious. And this call right now could create a miracle for you. You could experience a sales miracle. A super genius idea could come into your subconscious mind right now, and you could make a decision about how your life is going to be different. You could decide, you know what, I'm going to step up. I'm going to make it happen. This next 6 months, I'm going to become a version of me that has never existed before. I'm going to be the most motivated I've ever been. I'm going to be the most optimistic I've ever been. I'm going to have the greatest attitude I've ever had in my entire life over these next 6 months. I'm going to be the most focused I've ever been. And you know what's great about everything I just said? You have total control over it. You have total control of the next 6 months, you being the most focused you'd ever been. What is something you want to be over the next 6 months, the best you've ever been? Just type that in the chat. Is it you want to have the greatest attitude you've ever had? If that's you, just type in the chat. I want to have the greatest attitude, or I want to be the most optimistic I've ever been, or I want to do the most prospecting I've ever been, or I want to work on my sales skills the most that I ever have. And type in the chat what resonates with you. Right? Alan says he wants to be the healthiest. I love that, Alan. That's awesome. Frank says he wants to be the most consistent and the most productive he's ever been. Kimberly says she's going to become a version of herself that's never existed before. See, all of us can do that. It's within your grasp. You can choose it. Doug wants to be the best prospector he's ever been. Keith wants to have the most positive attitude he's ever had in his life. Karen wants to have a daily outreach strategy. And you can do that, Karen. You can create that today and you can write it down and say, I'm going to powerfully show up and be this. Kurt wants to create the most urgency he's ever created with his clients. Chris wants to be the most energetic he's ever been. And again, all of these, it's a choice. We can all decide this is how we're going to show up. Eric says he wants to become a skillful prospecting machine. You can create that, Eric. That's what's crazy, guys. You can just choose it. You can choose to be the best you've ever been with your money. You can choose to be the most consistent you've ever been. You can choose, like one of the things that I choose is I'm going to have the greatest results I've ever had in my 15 years or however long I've been on YouTube. I'm going to have the greatest results I've ever had. I'm going to be even more positive than I've ever been in my entire life. I'm going to be even more consistent than I've ever been in my entire life and have the greatest run in the history of my business over the next 6 months. We all get to choose that. Kim says she's going to grow her sales skills. So what if whatever you put in the chat, what if you also wrote it down somewhere? And so it's right in front of you. I have my whiteboard right in front of me. You can't see it, but it's right in front of me. And on that whiteboard is my goal for client/sales for the next 90 days. My goal, guys, for the next 90 days, 121 sales/clients. And so it's right in front of me. So if you ever say, Eric, what's your goal for the next 90 days? 121. Right? And it's right in front of me. What if you put whatever you decided you're going to be the most of for your entire life? What if you put that so it's right in front of you? And you're reminding yourself of that. And becoming the most of something, it doesn't mean you're perfect. If you wrote down that you're, consistently prospect every day, it doesn't mean you're perfect every day, but you're building that muscle. You can do it. There's a version of you, as Kim said, there's a version of you that exists inside of you that you haven't met yet. Now, talking about skill building, I love teaching. So there's always these classes that are coming up, and I'm going to drop this one in the chat. There's a class that I want you guys all to do. And this class is free. And it's 30 minutes a day for 3 days. And I just dropped it in the chat. The website is scriptsthatsellchallenge.com. The link's in the chat. Scriptsthatsellchallenge.com. And it's on, I'm going to share my screen here. This is our monthly community event. We're going to write a closing script. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, July 21 through 23. But guys, it's just 30 minutes a day. And you can do the recording if you can't make it live. And what I'm going to teach you is how to write the best closing script you've ever written in your life. And it's going to be so content rich. And it's going to come with great notes that you can follow along with. And you're going to get the recordings. And you can invite your friends to this. If you have somebody on your sales team, a partner that sells, invite them to this. This is going to be our community event. It's going to be awesome. And we're going to work on those skills. We're going to work on those muscles. So thank you so much for starting off the second half of the year with me on a holiday week, guys. We still had over 70 on the call. That's awesome. Thank you guys for showing up. We're going to do this all month long. I'm going to bring you the motivation, the encouragement, the inspiration, the skill building, the strategies to get you excited and motivated so you can have a fantastic day and a fantastic week and a fantastic month. And it's just a joy to be with all of you today. So thank you for showing up. Zandra, thanks for showing up today. Wayne, thank you for showing up today. Urban, thanks for showing up. Tony, thanks for showing up today. Thomas, thanks for showing up. Sylvia, thanks for showing up. And thank you for your text today, Sylvia. Steve, thanks for showing up today. Stacia, thanks for showing up today. Silva, thanks for showing up today. Shell, thank you for showing up today. Sheila she's a brilliant trainer along the lines of a Byron Katie, a Louise Hay, but she does it in her own way. And you're going to get your message out, Sheila, to more people than you have ever in your life over these next 6 months. I'm so excited for you. Russ, thanks for showing up today. Renate, thank you for showing up today. Pete, great to see you, Pete. Percy, thanks for showing up today. Patty, thanks for being here. Patricia, thanks for showing up today. Pam, great to have you in class today. Navneet, thanks for showing up today, all the way from India. Nargis, thanks for showing up today. Marit, thanks for showing up today. Michelle, great to see you again. Michael, we're going to have an incredible next 90 days. I'm so excited for you, Michael. Thanks for showing up. Okan, thanks for showing up today. Max, thanks for showing up today. Marty, thanks for showing up today. Marcus has an exciting opportunity that just presented it himself. He's deciding on what direction he wants to go, but he's got something amazing because he's amazing and he's being recruited for an incredible opportunity. Lynn, thanks for showing up today. Lisa, thanks for showing up today. Lisa was our top producing affiliate in the entire community for last month. Congratulations, Lisa. Kimberly, thanks for showing up today. Kim, thanks for showing up today. Kelly, thank you for showing up today. Keith, thanks for all the energy you put into our Sales Miracles community. Thanks for showing up. Kathleen, great to see you. Karen, thanks for showing up today. Joe, great to see you, Joe. Thanks for all the energy you're putting into the affiliate program. Jody, thanks for showing up today. Jeffrey, thanks for showing up today. Janine, thanks for showing up today. Jay, thanks for showing up. Jacques, thanks for showing up today. Yvonne, thanks for showing up. Izzy, I've been talking about amazing you lately. Yesterday, I talked about how amazing and all the speaking you're doing. It's fantastic, Izzy. Next 6 months, Izzy, is going to be incredible. iPhone, thanks for showing up. Helene, thanks for showing up today. Frank, thanks for showing up today. Eric, thanks for showing up. Ed, thanks for showing up. Diane, you're doing amazing. All your growth. Chris, thanks for showing up today. Thank you for being my partner, Chris, on our wealth building series. Kathy, thanks for showing up today. Bob, thanks for showing up today. Bill, great to see you. Thanks for showing up. Avery, thank you for showing up. That's going to wrap our call. Thank you guys for showing up. I really appreciate you being here. Have a great day. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.
Recording stopped.
Those of you out on social media, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, thank you so much for showing up today. Have a great rest of your day.